All right, everybody. Today is September 30th. Welcome to another edition of the Hi5 series presented by the DH podcast. This is actually my third time trying to record this because QuickTime Player sucks. I deleted a bunch of videos and photos to make room. It wouldn't let me save. It wouldn't let me add on. So I'm already in a pissed off mood this morning. YouTube won't let me go live because I don't have authorized access. So even if I wanted to go live, which I would rather do this live and then just have it post to the account, which would be far easier than doing this every last single time, would be the fact that I'm not authorized and I had to go and ask permission for me to go live. I mean, what do you think I'm going to do? Teach people? I'm not even going to say it. I mean, I'm not teaching people how to make a bomb. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Whatever. I'm authentic. Deal with it. Patently ridiculous. I can't say that enough. I'm going to try to get through these. It usually cuts me off before 2 minutes. So if it better not again. I deleted like 1,000 different things. I mean, storing crazy. All right. For the third time, for the first time for everybody here, Heat, Lakers tonight. You should be excited. It's championship basketball, but let's be realistic here. Unless there's an injury to AD or LeBron, this series is going 6 at the most. I've got Lakers in 6. It seems pretty simple to me because when you look at it, it's a really high ceiling here with AD and LeBron, and then you get the B class. And no Heat players are in that A class. And yeah, I know Jimmy Butler, you can say he's a top 20 player, and I, at the moment, after this playoffs, wouldn't disagree with you. But at the same point, LeBron and AD are 2 of the top 5 players on paper and with the eyeball test in the league. You can't deny it. Simple facts. Going 6 is simply because the Heat have a much better chemistry. Their cohesiveness is far superior to that of the Lakers. They don't take as many dumb shots. They've come back from large deficits. They've hit game winners. They've closed out series. They have done and been in every possible situation that you can think of. But it's simple that the Lakers are just better all around. Now, just because a team is better on paper doesn't necessarily going to mean that they're going to win. And that's okay too. But what we really need to think about here is if AD or LeBron actually turn it on, which is the finals, so they might as well, that LeBron's going for number 4. In all reality, he's trying to get the 5, and he's trying to get the 6. See where I'm going here? You got to get the 4 first. So Anthony Davis is the best player at the time that he's ever played with. Now, you can have Dwayne Wade all time above Anthony Davis at the moment, and I would agree. But at the moment, Lakers AD is a better – you're getting somebody closer in their prime. Wade was not in his prime. He was exiting his prime when LeBron was there. And that's why immediately after he left, he played 1 season in Cleveland, which is a dumpster fire. And then came back to the Heat for 1 more, and then boom, gone. Anthony Davis, mid-20s, early-ish 20s now, still in his prime, playing the best ball of his life, top 5 player, best player at his current time that LeBron's playing with. And it's also necessary. LeBron's getting older. Whether you like it or not, he's not playing the same amount of minutes. This finals, he'll probably change that. He'll probably play at least 40 minutes per game because he wants to close it out. He wants that ring. And frankly, I see no other way around it. And the Heat love this underdog mentality. The Celtics were favored pretty much every game. It still doesn't matter. I should say should not matter. We had MLB Playoffs night 1 last night. All the games were relatively close, except that the Yankees absolutely demolished Shane Bieber, which was the most surprising thing for me because I thought that Bieber would be the anchor to the Indians. Now maybe they wish that they didn't give up Clevenger. Maybe they wish they just stayed through his COVID thing and then kicked him out the next season. That was also a possibility as well. But they have to live with the demons that they're dealt. I earlier said that the hitting would be the biggest problem for the Indians. It was still a problem, but not nearly as big of a gash as the pitching. So if they can clean it up on the mound, then I think they scored 5 runs. They should be able to at least compete and not get beat by 7 runs. So keep that in mind when you're watching these because you can see now who's got experience in this and who's not. We've got some really interesting matchups tonight. We've got Padres and Cardinals, Brewers, Dodgers. Those are going to be fun, ones that we haven't seen. And then we've got some game 2s that we did see yesterday as well. So keep engaged with those. Playoff baseball is so much better than regular season baseball. And it seems that people are really getting behind the idea of a 60-game season for all of baseball as well. Keeps them fresh, keeps them going. Now, is that really going to screw with the record books? Yeah, it will. But you may have to just turn a new leaf. That's how it's going to happen. Titans had a COVID outbreak, as first reported by Pat McAfee, with Taylor Lewan on the call. He got a call, I should say, from a manager that was telling him about it while he was in the interview. So poor timing for that manager, to be honest with you. Now that we know this, the Vikings are also taking a break just to test everybody again. This is where we see the breaks here because week 4 starts bye weeks. But you're going to have more teams taking a bye week. Titans are most likely going to have to take a bye week. The team that they're playing, which is the Steelers this Sunday, are going to have to take a bye week. Now, that means that they've got to flip that game to whenever they don't, or whenever their typical bye week was. But their bye weeks do not align. So that is all on the Titans. The Titans are completely now ruining this and screwing it up. Can they switch things? Yes. There are no fans in all reality, so if they really need to switch around the schedule, they can. It's going to be difficult, and this is really where the NFL is going to have to work around its scheduling issues and really actually show that it's learned from the mistakes of baseball. It's learned how to do things that the NHL did well. Take some notes. Did you learn? Did you actually rehearse things in class? Well, good now, time to show it. All right, number 3, Doc Rivers is out. Doc Rivers has blown the most 3-1 leads of any coach in NBA playoff history at 3, maybe 4. Regardless, you can't have that. I understand the Clippers for getting him out of there. You needed to have some physical change, but you didn't want to necessarily change the players. So you've got D'Antoni, who's now heavy spot over there. You've got D'Antoni, who is a heavy spot for the 76ers as well. So watch where D'Antoni is going to be going because, to me, he'd be a better fit for the 76ers. But I'm pretty sure Steve Ballmer is willing to write a bigger check, for being honest. Keeping on that NBA train with owners and GMs and coaches, that Mark Cuban picked up Delonte West in Dallas earlier this week and took him to a rehab facility, and now he's been shipped down to Florida to continue his rehab in a more isolated area, which is great for him. Of course, Cuban did the right thing, but I think everybody can agree that we're really happy that Delonte West is getting the help he needs instead of going from an NBA playoffs player, I mean, just somebody that we've all seen play in our lifetime, somebody standing on the side of the road. So maybe the NFL, the NFL Retired Players Commission, or whatever they're calling it now, can bend their pension rules to start feeding him a little bit of a pension so that he can get back on his feet once he gets out of rehab, or to help him pay for rehab. Either way, this is a way that the NFL Retired Players Association can actually flex their muscles a little bit. All right, number 4, Mahomes got a new kid. It's pretty incredible. So $500 million, Super Bowl ring, engagement ring, kid, all within 7 months. It's a pretty damn good run for a 24-year-old. At least I would argue. So, congrats to Patty. Number 6. Did I just say number 6 when I just said number 4 after? I'm illiterate, folks. You know this by now. Number 5, I should say. Prepare for Denver and Jets Thursday Night Football. You all mock it. But here's the thing. This is going to be a clusterfuck, to put it politely. Yeah, that's really all you can say. If you're gambling, stay away. Denver's too hurt. The Jets are too horrible. I really couldn't tell you who is going to be coming out of this alive whatsoever. I would still put money on the Broncos because even though they've got starting quarterback, starting running back, starting wide receiver all injured, doesn't matter. They're still going to come out on top. To me, the Jets are that bad. But again, the Jets will win a couple games and inevitably screw them out of the first pick in getting Trevor Lawrence. All right, everybody. You take care, and we will catch up on Friday. See you.